There is a mistake so common that most gardeners don't even realize they are making it. It doesn't look dramatic, it doesn't kill plants overnight, and it doesn't announce itself as a failure. But season after season, it quietly wipes out seedlings before they ever have a chance to grow. In 2026, this single mistake will cost more gardeners their plants than pests, frost, drought, or disease combined. And the reason is simple. The conditions that once forgave this error no longer exist. For decades, beginners were taught that seedlings fail because of bad seeds, poor soil, or lack of fertilizer. But that explanation is outdated. The real problem is timing and how modern climate patterns collide with old gardening habits. Seedlings today are not dying because they are weak. They are dying because they are rushed into a world they are not prepared for. What makes this mistake so dangerous is that it feels logical. Everything about modern life pushes speed, faster results, quicker harvests, early starts. Gardening advice followed the same path. Seedlings became projects to accelerate instead of organisms to prepare. The faster they grew, the more successful the gardener felt, until the collapse came weeks later. This failure rarely happens all at once. It happens quietly, invisibly, starting inside the plant long before the leaves wilt. Most gardeners believe that the faster a seedling grows, the healthier it is. Strong green leaves, rapid height, quick expansion, all signs we are taught to celebrate. But fast growth is not strength, it is exposure. Seedlings grown too quickly develop shallow roots, thin cell walls, and poor internal structure. They look impressive above soil while being fragile below it. In stable climates, this weakness was often forgiven. Mild springs, predictable rainfall, and gradual temperature shifts allowed seedlings time to recover. That world is gone. In recent years, spring has become unstable. Sudden heat spikes followed by cold nights, heavy rain followed by dry wind, soil temperatures swinging wildly within days. Seedlings that are pushed early are the first to collapse under this stress. The mistake is not planting too early. The mistake is forcing growth before resilience is built. What changed is not gardening knowledge, it's environmental rhythm. Seedlings evolved to grow slowly, adapting their internal structure to light, temperature, and soil microbes over time. But modern gardening accelerates everything. Early indoor starts, artificial light, warm rooms, frequent watering, and rich soil mixes. This creates seedlings that are biologically out of sync with the outdoors. When they are transplanted, they experience shock not just from temperature, but from microbial absence. Sterile seed starting mixes produce roots that have never interacted with living soil. When those roots suddenly meet bacteria, fungi, fluctuating moisture, and real sunlight, the plant freezes. It doesn't die immediately, it stalls, it weakens, and within weeks, it fails. Gardeners blame weather, but the damage was done weeks earlier. Modern seedlings are raised like greenhouse animals released into the wild without adaptation. In the past, even indoor starts were rougher. Cooler windowsills, uneven light, inconsistent watering, and slower growth. These imperfections unintentionally trained plants to adapt. Today's perfect growing conditions remove every challenge from a seedling's early life. Without challenge, the plant never develops internal signaling systems that manage stress. When exposed to outdoor variability, it lacks the biological tools to respond. Climate instability magnifies this weakness. Heat waves arrive earlier, cold snaps come later, rain patterns are unpredictable. A seedling grown fast and soft is no longer just disadvantaged, it is incompatible with its environment. The faster gardeners push growth indoors, the more violent the transition becomes outdoors. What looks like progress is actually delayed failure. The most dangerous mistake beginners make is believing seedlings need protection for as long as possible. They keep them warm too long, water too often, feed too early, harden off too quickly, or not at all. The goal becomes preservation, not preparation. Old gardeners did the opposite. They exposed seedlings early, not to danger, but to variability. Cooler nights, slight drying, wind, real sunlight, living soil microbes. This stress was intentional. It thickened stems, deepened roots, slowed leaf growth, and built resilience before the plant ever faced the open garden. Modern seedlings skip this phase entirely. Protection feels kind, but plants do not interpret kindness the way humans do. What they interpret is signal. Wind signals strength, cool nights signal storage, dry cycles signal root expansion, uneven light signals adjustment. Remove these signals and the plant never learns how to regulate itself. It becomes dependent on constant conditions that do not exist outdoors. Many gardeners confuse hardening off with exposure. They move seedlings outside suddenly for a few hours a day, expecting adaptation to happen quickly. But adaptation is not an event, it is a process that begins weeks earlier. When protection ends abruptly, the shock is not physical alone, it is metabolic. The plant's internal systems are unprepared to shift from preservation mode to survival mode. Collapse follows, not immediately, but inevitably. Climate instability is increasing, not stabilizing. That means seedlings will face harsher transitions, not gentler ones. Gardens that rely on fast starts, soft growth, and early feeding will see higher losses every year, especially among beginners who follow outdated advice designed for a different climate era. The seeds are not the problem. The soil is not the problem. Even the weather is not the primary problem. The problem is timing growth before structure exists. Seedlings must be slowed down before they are sped up. Roots must be built before leaves. Stress must be introduced before abundance. This principle has been known for centuries, but quietly ignored in modern gardening culture. In 2026, this mistake will become impossible to ignore. Sudden weather swings will expose weak plants within days. Gardens will look healthy in April and empty by June. Those who succeed will not be the ones who start earliest, fertilize most, or protect longest. They will be the ones who accept slower starts and smaller seedlings. A seedling that looks unimpressive but stands firm through stress will outperform a fast, lush plant every time. Survival will favor those who delay gratification. Climate change does not reward speed, it rewards adaptability. Healthy seedlings are not grown, they're conditioned. Conditioning means delayed feeding, cooler temperatures, living soil exposure early, light stress, water restraint, and patience. Gardeners who understand this will lose fewer plants in 2026 than they did in 2020. Those who don't will repeat the same failure, wondering why nothing works anymore. Garden Lore Vault exists to preserve these quiet rules, the ones that don't sell products but prevent loss. Seedlings don't fail because they are weak. They fail because we never taught them how to survive. Conditioning cannot be rushed or automated. It requires observation instead of intervention. It demands that gardeners resist the urge to fix what is not broken. Doing less at the beginning produces more at the end. This runs counter to modern habits, but it aligns perfectly with how plants evolved. The future garden will not belong to those who control the most, but to those who understand when to step back.